Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, November 19th. It's not going to be the DVD collection overview. Since today is pretty much a very epic day for any of us Harry Potter fans, I thought I'd show off what are my favorite Harry Potter films, like the whole series, starting from least favorite to favorite. So, we'll just get started. I'm not going to see the movie till Saturday. I was going to go today, but I'm not feeling well. Even though it's only 1 in the morning, I'm not feeling up to it. So we'll just get started. Okay, my least favorite would have to be Half-Blood Prince. This is the first Harry Potter movie I never got to see in the theater because of work, because I worked the weekends, and, you work midnight till 7, you are a little tired. So I blind bought this, and Mom and Dad and I watched it, and not even 45 minutes in, I looked at my mother, she looked at me, and I mouthed the words, "This sucks." This is my absolute least favorite. Like Star Trek V and some other movies, I'll only watch this if I'm watching the series, which is sad. This got basically a 4.5 out of 10. That is the lowest rating I've ever given a Harry Potter film. The second lowest is an 8. I mean, and it's sad because this is one of my favorite books. I love the book. And I just thought it was drawn out, and it was boring. I don't know. I was just so disappointed. So I don't really have too much to say about this one. So, my fifth favorite, which got an 8 out of 10, is Chamber of Secrets. And when I say this is number 5, everybody's like, blah, 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 and I'm like, well, it's an 8 out of 10, so you don't have to worry. The only thing that bugs me is this is the longest movie, and it's the second shortest book. But I liked it. It was really cool, especially when I got to see it in the theater and the Warner Brothers sign came on, and I was just so giddy. Only sad that this is one that actually makes me tear up at the end. I think we all know why, because this is the last time you ever see Richard Harris on the screen. And though Michael Gambon has done a great job playing Dumbledore, Richard Harris is Dumbledore for me and probably a lot of people. But yeah, this is, it's not my favorite, but it's not bad. It's an 8 out of 10, so here we go. My fourth favorite is Order of the Phoenix, which I know my parents didn't really care for because they thought it went too dark, and I told them, well, the books got darker as they went along. There's a lot of highlights in this one. Got to see a lot of cool stuff. I even though I knew the story, this is my my fourth favorite book. I still teared up, when, spoilers, but I'm pretty sure everybody's seen this, when Sirius died, because Gary Oldman is fantastic. And it was cool to see Helena Bonham Carter play that character, because she's so awesome. I love her. So, my fourth favorite movie, I did get to see this in Chamber of Secrets in the theater. My third favorite, and also ironically my third favorite book, is Goblet of Fire. This one my dad and I got to see in the theater, and it's kind of funny. You look back on this and you have 2 guys in this particular one who became famous. Of course, that's Robert Pattinson, of course, from Twilight fame. Whoever thought that 3 years after this he would, be famous? I kind of feel sorry for the guy because of Twilight. But, of course, the other guy is the guy who's on my wall. Oh, you can't see it, but David Tennant is in this. It was our first, kind of showing of David in American cinemas, playing Barty Crouch Jr. But, yeah, this is, the only thing that pissed me off is, this is, one of the biggest, this and Order of the Phoenix. They're the longest books, but the shortest movies. I never got that. But I love I think this was my most anticipated Harry Potter film because you got to finally see Voldemort in the flesh, and, you know, Ralph Fiennes is one of the greatest actors of all time, even though he was only on screen for maybe less than 10 minutes. It was a memorable 10 minutes, because he does have that ability to make you love him or make you hate him, and I was on the hate side for a long time after Schindler's List. Another great highlight is Brendan Gleeson playing Mad-Eye Mooney, and he's an actor I've loved, believe it or not, since Lake Placid, but he's a fantastic actor. Almost everybody in these movies are absolutely fantastic. So, yeah. And my second favorite book is Prisoner of Azkaban. I went nuts over this one, and I don't know why, because everybody says this one is the truest to the book. Well, obviously people who said that hadn't read the book, because the ending of this movie is like in chapter 7. The ending of this is completely different in the book, so I don't know why people were saying that this was the most closest to the books when it actually wasn't. And even though there was a lot of great stuff taken out, I love this movie. I think it had to do with a lot of scenes, like when he's riding the hippogriff and that music. I remember just sitting there with a huge smile on my face. And of course we get to see Gary Oldman play Sirius Black, and no matter what kind of movie you see him in, it's always a treat to watch Gary Oldman work his magic, so to speak. And yeah, it's kind of funny that this is directed by the guy who did that You Mama ETBN film, which is kind of cool because there's a moment in here where the three of them are hugging after they think Buckbeak has been killed, and it's almost reminiscent of the DVD cover of that film. But yeah, I love this one. So the only Harry Potter movie I actually saw twice in the theater, but I absolutely loved it. So, well, I think you all know what number 1 is. It's my favorite book, and to me, this movie is very true to the book, and that, of course, is the first one, Philosopher's Stone, which, ironically enough, November 17th, if I am correct, 2001 is when this came out, so it's been 9 years since Harry Potter basically came into our lives on the big screen. But yeah, I was like 10 minutes into the movie, and I was just so giddy. The cast was absolutely great, like Richard Harris. If I ever meet his granddaughter, I would hug her to death because it was his granddaughter who said, "If you don't play Dumbledore, I will never speak to you again." So that is like one of the most, at the time, the smartest 14-year-old in the world. So, don't know what I'm watching. And of course, Robbie Coltrane as Hagrid. I mean, you got a great cast, and it's directed by Chris Columbus, who, to a lot of us, directed a lot of great kids' movies, like Mrs. Doubtfire, Adventures in Babysitting, and it would have been interesting to see how Steven Spielberg's take on this would have been, but especially after 9 years, you kind of think, well, I don't know how he would have handled it, but he would have worked his magic. But I remember watching this in the theater and actually tearing up when it was over. It was like at the end of Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, where you just wanted it to keep going like that. I don't know how to explain it, but this is absolutely my favorite out of the Harry Potters. And it probably won't change even with Deathly Hallows. Though the thing that pisses me off about Deathly Hallows is the splitting of the two parts. It should have been done for this, because this is a fucking epic book. I think it's the longest or second longest in the series, and it's like one of the shortest movies. Like, it's only 2 hours long, and yet you look at this one, and this one's 2.5 hours long. So that's one thing that kind of bummed me out, is that they cut a lot of stuff out in the other movies. But yeah, this is my favorite, and like I said, I'm going to see Deathly Hallows Part 1 on Saturday. But yeah, I think one of the biggest highlights in this movie is you imagine in your head what Quidditch and Hogwarts are gonna look like, and then when you see them on the big screen, it was like, whoa, that is not what I expected. But I was giddy throughout the whole film. Like, I was 21 when this came out, and when the last one comes out, it's basically 10 years of my adult life. I've grown up watching these movies. So, God, I sound really out of it. Well, I had to take some pain medication because my back is killing me. But yeah, this is my absolute favorite. It's actually also my mom and dad's favorite. Because it was the first. It was, like, not only the first, but it was, to me and them, it was the most magical out of all of them. So, yeah, like, look at that, 152 minutes, and you look at the others, and it's, like, so short. So, yeah, there's my, my list of my favorite Harry Potter films. Sorry that I sound just so out of it. So, yeah, I hope you guys, and I'm not going on anybody's videos who does the, anybody who does the reviews for the new film. I'm sorry, but I won't be checking out your review till after I've seen it, because I do not want to be spoiled. Even though I've read the book, I don't want to know anything about the movie just yet. Okay, guys, so that's my, my kind of quasi review of, not review, I'm showing you what my favorite Harry Potter films are. And hopefully on Saturday I will do my review for Deathly Hallows. And maybe in the spirit of Harry Potter, I'll also say what my favorite, do a list of my favorite books. So, yeah, guys, that's it. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So I hope you guys have a good day and night, have a good weekend. Enjoy Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 1. And of course, as always, rate, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.